Thrill, life, action.
I found myself in this industry really as a result of a retirement, and I have been an off-roader most of my life since the late 60s. I think was the first time I did any wheeling. Went to the Baja in 1976, and I was looking for something to do with my life, and I thought, you know, it's time to build a safer ATV. Rhino off-road industry started about, well, I guess it's pretty close to 3 years ago at this point. We started the design process. We spent about 18 months on the drawing board, and then we actually got into production about 12, 13 months ago. My partner Stuart Green and I and Russell Lewis just decided to design a vehicle such as this from the ground up. We found a great fellow by the name of Jim Skinner who helped us design this thing, and voila. We came up with the name Rhino because it's a beautiful animal that symbolizes freedom and power, independence. And it's pretty well king of anywhere it wants to go, and we feel that our vehicles are able to do just that. You can buy a ready-to-go competition vehicle for under $30,000, or if you have sponsors for about $18,000, you can buy it less, the tires and the seats and so on. So it's sort of a semi-kit. But about 90% of the vehicles that we mass produce are totally complete. We have 3 platforms, a tandem. We have a side-by-side, both of which seat 2 people, and we have a single-seat unit, which is kind of a sports car. And off of the 3 platforms, we have 5 different models. We think our vehicles are unique because while they're designed for the weekend warrior, if you will, the family hitting the trails or the dunes, and as it turns out, the vehicle is tremendously suited for competitive rock crawling. We have gotten ourselves involved with the World Extreme Rock Crawling competition. And they have designed a series, like a spec class, for Rhino-style machines. And with very few dollars and a little bit of courage, a couple of guys can have themselves a heck of a time. It's truly insane, but also safe, because we make a vehicle that has a race-compliant roll cage, suspension seat, 5-point harness, and so on. We have a factory driver that drives a factory-sponsored machine. We work with the likes of ProComp and Rhino Linings, both of whom have been very good to us over the years. In addition, Sway Away, who manufacture the shock absorbers that we use, have been very, very supportive, both economically and with product development and so on. We think the Rhino Linings product is tremendous, and the ProComp tire, we're using the X-Terrain on all of our vehicles, have really done a great job for us. The average machine runs in the neighborhood of 25,000, and that gives you 4-wheel disc brakes, 35-inch ProComp tires, hydraulic steering, 4 gas shocks, a Honda B20B motor, which is a fuel-injected, environmentally friendly engine. Most people think it's a tremendous amount of value. At the moment, we have about 12 active dealers. We are just heading out, I think, next month to on an active campaign, because we now find that we're in a position to build more units. In addition to that, for those people who are interested in being dealers or distributing, I believe we're pretty close to having a floor plan available for those dealers that require it. In Las Vegas, Nevada, which is one of the least expensive cities to travel to, there is a new business that has just started up, and they have a Rhino RTVs on their rental line specifically for renting to come out to, in fact, this very location where we were playing today, and just play and get to drive them. And they're calling their company Ultimate Off-Road Adventures. We feel that Rhino is unique because it is. What other vehicle in its price category can do the dunes, do the trails, hunt, fish, take a passenger, go in a regular car haul or trailer so you can pull it behind your pickup exactly the way it comes from the factory, off the floor, showroom floor, into a sanctioned rock crawling competition and win? We build these roll cages, actually the frame, the heart of the RTV, in 3 major pieces. The lower piece here, everything from the center, from this square tubing down, is first built in a jig. And then the center section, which includes the nose and this whole piece here, the square tubing up to the round tubing all the way to the back, is built on a separate jig and on a separate table. and the tops are built independently. And then at the end of the line, they sort of all meet and they're welded together, where they then go on to a rotisserie. And once they're on the rotisserie, we can plumb them and send them out for powder coating and so on. If you look at the way the machine is designed, you can actually get under it easily. In fact, you can change the oil in this thing without getting on the ground. Better than 85% of the parts in this machine are available over the counter at any parts store anywhere in North America. You have access to each part or component that you really require. 4 9-inch axles, which are some of the most prolific used in the industry, 4-wheel disc brakes, dual independent master cylinders, which you find in here. Also, to make it very easy to enter and leave the vehicle, you've got a quick disconnect steering wheel, which just makes it easier for the guys getting in and out. Sway-away gas shocks. We've got a Honda B20B in there, which is a 145 horse engine. They're green sticker compliant. 4-speed automatic transmission. We've made these things so that they're very comfortable and lots of elbow room for any enthusiast to get off-road, be safe, and play hard. Thanks for looking at the Rhino RTV. Remember this, nothing runs like a Rhino off-road.
Real life action.